Hello, my name's Antony Loane and I'm the Business Development Manager for the Doris Group in the Asia Pacific region.
How do you see the market for energy transition?
It's certainly in discovery mode at the moment. I think in Asia Pacific we're finding two broad categories of situations, and I think they relate to the jurisdiction, the regulation and the definition of change in a particular location. If we take, for example, at one end of the spectrum, Singapore, where there is a very clear definition of the cost of carbon going out for the foreseeable future. And what that does is it's giving companies the ability to plan with confidence about how they're going to manage to move from this current emissions profile footprint to a given position at any point in time. So there's confidence and there's knowledge there. If we look at another example at a different point in the spectrum, for example, Australia, where there's, I think, a significant degree of ambiguity around the future. So we're using in Australia carbon credits to manage emissions, and that price fluctuates on the market, and that doesn't provide the same level of confidence, I think, in terms of future planning. And in most cases, we're seeing that there is there's a plan for breaking down the transition into several stages. The current plans tend to be revolving around use of current existing technology, implementing that into existing operations, and we might call that the low-hanging fruit. That's currently underway. Then there is a medium-term plan whereby we are currently looking at the potential to implement deeper carbon cuts using technology that's not necessarily reached commercial maturity at this time. And so there's a level of risk associated with those decisions. And then further afield, if we've not managed to reach the desired net carbon position, then in fact the long-term plan may require a complete business rethink, and the entire model that's being used may need to be fundamentally reassessed or modified. So it's discovery mode for sure. No one is 100% certain about how to manage the transition. Doris is able to provide a broad degree of advice based on our capabilities and the tools that we've developed to answer these questions: costs, risks, technology selection, etc., that business can use to make the right decisions with a good degree of confidence.